Okay, this is officially
the start. We're beginning
of the controversy.
right here.
The controversy.
Okay.
Yeah. We're leaving Missoula, heading to Canada.
The Controverse is a 600-mile route through the high mountains between Missoula, Montana, and Banff, Alberta. Stephen, Mike, and I have wanted to do a long traverse for quite some time. We were meeting regularly, going over maps, discussing logistics.
A large reason of why we chose to do something like this is we wanted there to be the element of unknown and challenge, and that was the adventure we were looking for.
So we're just making our way through an avalanche chute, and we've encountered a couple alders. Oh, my balls again. Get out of there. Okay. Oh, sweet, sweet land. Oh.
The travel we encountered each day was a lot of times completely different from the day before. A lot of these days we had planned out where we'd be running at least a marathon a day, but it's not just jogging down a trail. This was like full-on battle in the mountains.
I'm hungry. Fucking foot's frozen solid. Yep, just a little running traverse of the ground. Just running, tons of running. Run, run, run. Run in the crown.
You can spend years of your life training just for something like this, and there's still no guarantees you're going to stay healthy.
After about 7 days, Stephen's shins started to really hurt him to the point where he couldn't run anymore. Had he gone with us, it would not have ended well.
Steep chunder descent. That shit.
The crown of the continent is this very contiguous wild land that serves as one of the better wildlife corridors in North America. I think one of the big allures of this trip is actually the wildlife that we're going to run into.
There's a lot of things about this that are going to be hard, but I've been wanting to do this ridgeline forever. This section right here is kind of the meat of it. It's going to be really fun as far as just the aesthetic goes. This is going to be a really challenging day terrain-wise.
Skyrunner this shit, bitches. Oh. Woohoo!
It was great to run the ridgelines just being in this wild terrain, and it was obvious that there was very few humans that had ever really spent time up there.
I just love the brand.
After a few particular hard days, the morale would be low and we would, just have to put our heads down and grind through it.
Wolf, what are your thoughts on the med kit today?
F*** it.
Despite the challenges, we were in some of the most wild and beautiful places I've ever spent time in.
Leave us alone, dude. Yeah, we're just trying to move through. Hey, 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 hey! Ah! Hey! Get up on out here! Back off. Here you go. All right, we're off.
Whenever we were in the high country, I would perpetually be thinking about weather and if it was going to change our entire route or essentially stop the trip.
All right, so here we are. 40-mile run to Canada, and just put on our rain jackets for the first time in a week. And we don't really have much else, so the name of the game is going to be to keep moving well all day long just to stay warm and try not to let this weather affect us too much. Day 18, we don't know where we are. We put in about 19 miles today and we have like 25 or 27 to go. We had no idea it would be this heinous.
Stephen came back for the last section of our trip, and during that section, Mike and I really got in the groove of it just being the two of us.
We all have strong personalities and we all think we're right, and Stephen brought up maybe turning back, and it was really hard for me because I'm the type of person who will just put my head down and grind forward no matter what.
I'm losing it a little bit right now. We were in a bit of a gully. I guess like kind of let's head this direction, see if we, yeah, I don't know, guys. Let's go too fast.
After some of the hardest route finding and most challenging weather we had on the entire trip, we made it to Kananaskis country. A few days after, we made it to Mount Northover, and it was really the culmination of the trip. We weren't sure if it was a route that we could actually, complete, but it was the one that we wanted to do, and it got us going the direction we needed to go.
It looks pretty, but it's fun to travel.
We might get up there and be like, oh, this is too sketchy.
And then have to down climb 5-6
and just reverse our route. At points we didn't even know whether we were going to be able to do it because it was super icy and snowy on top of it. And you're still on a section of ridgeline where if you slipped and fell, you're going to fall like 3,000 feet down to a glacier. But that was all the best parts of our trip kind of wrapped up in one. Because we at least knew like where we were headed. When people are going to ask us about this, like, what do you say, It's really hard to convey, and I've thought about this a lot already, like, what was it like out there and what did it mean? How do people even know what it was from one picture that they saw? I mean, it's just a hard thing to convey already, I think. Like, what was it like?
Fuck the humans, fuck maps, fuck that guidebook, and go up! Well, Banff is somewhere down that valley. We're probably 30K or so into the day and beginning our final descent out of the high country.
Getting into town was a bit of relief to know that we actually made it after running straight for 3 weeks, and also it's a challenge because you know these big adventures are over, and that's always tough.
And that's that. We're into Banff. Any guesses on mileage? Holy shit.
601.
We hit 600?
599.7. We gotta do, we gotta do 3/10 of a mile. Let's run down the avenue and back.
Yeah.